Hey everyone, Sam from United People's TV here with an MUFC Transfer Daily on Monday morning. After that defeat to Southampton, there's only one place to start really, Louis van Gaal. In all the papers on Sunday night, you've got Neil Ashton, in the Sun, the Daily Mail, the Telegraph, the Times, all reporting separate parts of the stories. James Ducker from the Times is saying that Ed Woodward convinced Louis van Gaal not to resign twice in December when he wanted to. Neil Ashton saying that Louis van Gaal's training methods aren't working on the players anymore. Ed Woodward's aware of this. Others are saying that Ryan Giggs doesn't want the job on an interim basis anymore. He wants the job if he's going to come in. And there's loads of different angles coming into this story at the same time. When that happens, it normally tells you there's been a bit of a briefing to the press. And Louis van Gaal has flown out to Holland this weekend as his daughter's birthday. That's why he's out there. Perfectly understandable. But given the timing, there's question marks to be asked. There's no reason why he cannot go out and see his daughter. I said this on Twitter this morning, and I got a lot of people questioning why I was looking at it. His job is on the line. It has been on the line for a while, but after that briefing to the press last night, it feels a little bit more calculated, a little bit more like it could happen, that he could be. I don't think Louis van Gaal is going to be sacked. I think if he goes, he's walking. He'll walk out of the job. He came out on Sunday. Quotes came out on Sunday night saying Louis van Gaal he apologised to fans because he could not meet their expectations. Sounded extremely defeatist. Made me feel sorry for him, ish. But I think the biggest concern I've got now is, I don't know why it's only recently dawned on me, but it's just how much change needs to happen at Manchester United. The problems do not lie with Louis van Gaal. We've got rumours of politics in the boardroom that Ed Woodward and the Glazers want to get Mourinho in, but Charlton and Fergie want to get Giggs in, and that clash has led to no decision, hence why Van Gaal's still in his job. Then you've got to look at the other people, the other board members. There's nobody with a football mind making the decisions on football. It worked to a point with Fergie, and it started to unravel since then. And it's now looking. I mean, if you look at our academy, the under-18s have lost 10 games in a row. They also got smashed 5-1 by Chelsea in the FA Youth Cup. There's problems at every level of our club now, and I don't think that getting rid of Louis van Gaal is going to solve these problems, but maybe it's the change that's needed, but the changes are needed much, much deeper and much, much further. As I said, I don't think Louis van Gaal will be sacked. I think if he does go, he'll walk and take that with him. Will that happen this week? Let me know in the comments below what you think the current situation is. We all thought it couldn't really get any worse than Norwich. Then we lost to Stoke. We didn't really think it could get any worse than Stoke. And now we've lost at home to Southampton after a little bit of a high at Anfield last week. We're not moving forward, are we? We're just we're in a bit of a cycle right now. There's little tiny peaks and there's big troughs, and these troughs are getting deeper and deeper the longer the season goes on. We're 5 points off Spurs in 4th place now. Are we going to get top 4 this season? There's a lot of rumours in the papers that the 35 million windfall that's going to come to us if we do finish in the top 4. The fear of missing out on that is now driving the business people at United, the Ed Woodwards and the Glazers, saying, "Oh, you know what, lads? We can't ignore this anymore." We don't need the decisions that the club made by money. We should have Ed Woodward going back to work in the corporate section, which is what he's good at. He's fantastic at that. Let's not take that away from Ed Woodward. He's just not a football man. I think we've seen that, and I do feel that change is coming. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I just can't see Louis van Gaal being in charge of Man United at the end of the season. That's my opinion. You can agree or disagree in the comments. Let me know. 2 other stories I want to touch on. Victor Valdez is now a Standard Liège player. Man United confirmed it on Sunday. He was also at Standard Liège's game in Belgium, watching them take on Ghent. As you can see in the picture over there, he's sitting next to Michael van Buiten, the old Belgian defender. He played for Standard Liège previously. Good luck to you, Victor. 34, for a goalkeeper, you've got plenty of years ahead of you. Didn't work out at United. Didn't really like your attitude. Didn't like Louis van Gaal's approach towards you. Whole thing was embarrassing, but let's move on and hopefully he won't come back to the club and he can go on and do good things elsewhere. So good luck, Victor. And some more positive news, I suppose. Cameron Borthwick-Jackson is set for a new contract worth £10,000 a week, according to reports. The 18-year-old broke into the team this year. Really impressed me, I think, quietly impressed. He's not really done much to really grab the headlines, but I think I've been quietly impressed with how assured he's been. Came on as a sub against West Brom to make his debut. Went on to start away to Wolfsburg. We won't talk about that game. Start away to Bournemouth. We won't talk about that game. Started at home Southampton. We won't talk about that game. Maybe he's got a bad track record, actually. And he came on against Anfield. That was the game where I was really impressed by Borthwick-Jackson. Such a hostile atmosphere. He still stayed assured. So we'll see what goes on with this one, but I do think Borthwick-Jackson does deserve one. And you never know, in the future, maybe our two left-back choices are going to be 20-year-old Luke Shaw and 18-year-old Borthwick-Jackson, both English. That wouldn't be too bad, would it? So that's it for today's MUFC Transfer Daily. As you can see, it's mainly about Louis van Gaal, and I think that's going to be a repeating pattern for the rest of the week. Let me know in the comments below if I've missed anything out, or if you want to have a chat about Van Gaal's situation. Please like the video, it always helps, and give us a thumbs up, and like and subscribe to United People's TV if you're new, and we'll see you tomorrow for another MUFC Transfer Daily. Take it easy, guys.